Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video right here on Ethereum. We're going to do a full update. We will not talk too much about the fundamentals regarding Ethereum specifically. Unfortunately, I know it can get boring sometimes, but I do have to refer to the general fundamentals, right? So how equities are doing, how the general crypto market is doing. So I will refer to that when it's needed. I won't, bore you with that too much, and then we will very much focus on Ethereum. Ethereum has had a pretty alright last 24 hours. I mean, obviously yesterday when I made the video, there was quite a lot of aggressive selling pressure. But what I said in my video as well is that I actually thought we would drop down a little bit lower, but that we would be able to hold support, right? I mean, I've said this for quite some time already, but I like the look of Ethereum quite a bit here. I think it has outperformed Bitcoin over the course of the last week at least. I think the spike we had, and this I've said very often, so this is the last time I'll say that, but I would say the crash we had last week Friday, I think Ethereum was one of the best cryptos in terms of reaction or in terms of the spike that we had. I think Ethereum best demonstrated that it actually had some buy-side liquidity, which matters, all right? And the key group where that matters for is institutions. And we want more institutions buying Ethereum so our bags can go up. But okay, so that's the fundamentals I wanted to talk about. Equities and when we're talking about unrest in the financial markets has decreased a little bit over the course of yesterday. That's also when you take a look at Ethereum, why we have seen these green candles, right? This is the 4-hour time frame. So basically since yesterday morning, we've only seen recovery, a lot of volatility, but only seen recovery because unrest is decreasing and equities since yesterday morning started to recover as well. So what that means for Ethereum is that we have been able to reclaim this intraday key level right here around 3,850. That's good news, but it's in no shape or form the most important level. I mean, right now, I would argue the most important level, it's a very big area, but the most important level is between 4,300 and 4,100. There is, like, you have the 90-day rolling VWAP, the 30-day rolling VWAP, the 200 EMA. You have a bunch of levels on the daily, on the daily time frame. You have the trend band there, and it's a super high liquidity zone, right? So ultimately, that is going to be the main level we want to reclaim to get bullish and to rally. But I think to get bullish and to rally is not the main focus right now. The main focus right now is all right, well, can we prevent Ethereum from dropping down lower? And I think the answer to that is yes. And that's both based on those fundamentals and the recovery we've seen from those fundamentals. But outside of that, also the recovery that Ethereum has seen by reclaiming this level right here at 3,825, 3,850. But 3,825 is the value area low of the price action since last week Friday, so that matters. And then 3,850 is the more long-term level. We've been able to reclaim that. In general, Ethereum has seen wow, that was all of a sudden my voice was gone. In general, Ethereum has shown instances of outperformance over the course of the last week. And like I said, I mean, we still have quite a lot of support left right there between 3,650 and 3,550. So when we're talking worst case scenario and we get an escalation again between China and the United States, right now the escalation of last week is not even solved, right? So I would say an escalation can send prices down lower, right? So based on the fundamentals, we can still drop down lower. But I think we have enough support to actually ultimately hold this support level and to bounce back up, right? So worst case scenario, we do get one more lower low and quite a lot of bearish price action. But I think ultimately it's most likely that whether we spike down first and then recover, or whether this was the recovery, that we will be able to find recovery right here in this level between 4,150, which is the lower bound of that major resistance level, and 3,825, which is the value area low. And then later we can talk about, okay, can we actually break out, yes or no? But for now, I would say stability in that area is most likely. And since the top of that area, we still have some imbalances left, a naked point of control right here at 4,000, naked point of control and a lot of liquidity at 4,100. I'm slightly bullish on Ethereum here. I think we can move up a little bit and within the range, and then continue stability in that range. So retrace from there again, and then just up and down until we get some fundamental changes, and then we're going to break the balance. But those are my thoughts for now. That's what I think you need to know for now. So thank you for watching. Have a great weekend and bye.